So we are go. What do you got, Alex?
A glass of water.
Do we have any victims? I mean, viewers?
It's chilly. I'm chilly.
You have been chilly.
I think it's my medicine, my cholesterol medicine. I keep thinking that's Dan Spatz.
Joshua Filler?
No. Hellinger,
Who?
the father.
Hellinger?
Yeah,
No one is watching.
it's okay. We go through it quicker.
All right. So our upcoming events this weekend are the Jack and Jill qualifiers at Riverboat Saloon and Ho-Ho's. There is room to register.
Yeah, I have somebody looking for a partner, 5 looking for a female partner. So if you're interested, hit me up and I'll see if it's a match.
Like Plenty of Fish?
Like what?
Like Plenty of Fish?
Plenty of fish.
Yeah, that's a dating site.
How do you know?
Because there was back in the day, I used to date.
Oh, that's right, sir. When Walter used to try to like get dates, and he dated a lot, his like your site had like pictures of him with a dog, pictures of him on his motorcycle, like pictures of every like he would look at the women's photos and see what they were standing with or holding, and then he would like emulate that on his own site.
It worked.
It was genius.
That worked.
It was genius.
Um, well, speaking of dating, what's 6 inches long, 2 inches wide, and drives women wild?
Walter, what?
$100 bill. So happy birthday, Jane Brown,
Ashley Spittler,
Jeremy Steitler.
Tamara Townsend.
Now I was wondering if that's Tamara or Tamara.
Well,
I'm used to saying Tamara because
Tamara.
Yeah.
I don't know. Good question.
I don't know either.
Speaking of good question, did anybody find good questions plaques yet? You're gonna have to remake them.
Oh well. So what do we got? Anybody commenting? Nobody's commenting. Nobody's got anything worthwhile to say. There's
Hello.
Bill Irish, slag and bag.
Oof. All right, so
So I want to go on Amazon. I can't tell you. I'll have to tell you afterwards.
all right. So spring session's right around the corner. It's time to start thinking about your rosters.
That is true. And remember, there might be people who want to leave your team, not because they don't like you. Maybe they want to go play with friends.
Donald, I saw your message. I'll have Walter call you when we get off the phone.
We just get on and he asked me to call him.
Um, so what I'm hearing, the Crickets are saying that there's some people that want to play in other bars, but their captains don't want to play there. But their captains are like threaten them or whatever, so that they can't leave the team.
How do you hold a person hostage?
I don't know, but if I find out about it, that captain is no longer going to be a captain. So yeah, don't hold your players hostage. If they want to go play somewhere else or form a team somewhere else, let them go. Yeah,
I mean, don't you just have to not show up?
I don't know. I mean, some people just don't. You don't want to piss people off. I mean, you know, it's a relationship. If it's not working for you, then you leave the relationship and you don't look back, right?
Well, there's plenty of people who should really leave relationships and don't.
Well, yeah, and then there's that. Anyway,
But anyway, don't fuss with your players. Just let them
yeah, just let them go. Um, so if you're looking for players, you know, a good place to look is the Blue Mountain website or the community page. And if you notice in the various forms on your app, there is pretty much a form to do anything. If you're looking for a player, if there's a team looking for a player, if you have a new team, if you have team changes.
What if you're low on toilet paper?
We're never low on toilet paper.
That's why
Like,
there's
I'm
no
obsessed
form.
with toilet paper and paper towels. So yeah, those forms are there. The great thing about those forms is they come out in a spreadsheet so we can keep track of them. When you like text us, email us, Facebook us, like they're all over the place and they're very easy to lose track of because we get 100 emails a day. So try to use the forms.
I always feel bad. Somebody will send me a message, and I'm not going to mention Katrina's name, for example.
It's Catherine. It's Hurricane Cat.
Hurricane Cat. She texts me for like messaging me for like everything, and I like her and I love talking to her. But she'll ask me like a stats question, and then I feel bad because I'm like, please text this number, and then she'll be like, well, then she'll ask me another question. I'll be like, well, that's a question for Alex. I'm
So
just
she
using her.
doesn't like to talk to me.
I'm just using her as an example because that's what people do. They reach out to me. They're like, well, what's going on with my bonus points? It's like, well, I don't know.
I don't know.
So, and then I feel bad because I'll either send them a form or I'll send them a phone number.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think it's easy. I don't know. I think we've been doing a better job. Who knows?
Well, we try not to tell you to call somebody else, and we try to find things for you, but sometimes you're just better texting the person directly.
Yeah, anything about your score sheets, money, bonus points, I don't even see the score sheets. So I have no idea.
I don't see them.
That's a Max.
Like
Max runs that side of the business.
I'll be out at a match and somebody will be like, yeah, you saw when I beat that 7 last week. I'm like, no.
Anyway, so if you have new players coming on for your summer session, make sure that they go to poolplayers.com and register. Everybody should be registering online. This way, you know, we get all their information and they have access to the app immediately. Please don't pay for your players like on PayPal. I get charged $1.50 and APA takes $25. So, you know, every membership I'm at $1.50 because it's not my money. In Venmo, they froze my account due to Walter's suspicious activities.
Is Pornhub suspicious?
I'm trying to see. I sent them everything that they asked me to send them.
My suspicious activities? I don't even use Venmo.
I don't know what it is. That's what it was. But yeah, I'm still suspended. I sent them a copy of my passport, so I don't know. So I guess you'll have to use Cash App.
So Mike Hits is asking you when the stats will be fixed where they don't show 0 anymore.
I have no idea.
Me either.
I just got home, so let me finish out that and let me see if there's anything in the email.
I'm pretty sure they will. Well, yeah.
Where are they showing 0? I'm not seeing 0.
Oh, they are. It says they have 0 games played, 0 this, 0 that. It says
Even though they say they played this many games?
It doesn't. When on their personal page, it shows 0. So while she's looking for an email to see if there's any updates, we don't know anything yet. I'll tell you, if the APA is good for one thing, they're good at fixing things that aren't broke.
So, like, why do I see stats here?
Let me see. Look, 1-0 played 0 points. Everything is zeros.
Oh, even though it says at the top that one played.
Yeah, so we don't know. And the APA knows that it is an issue because they did put on an email earlier in the day saying they are aware of this. What's up, Mike? Mike Day? Nothing?
Questions?
Nothing. So we'll get to
Let's see.
So anyway, remember that if you did add a player in the spring,
they don't have a ETA on when that will be back online.
So there you go. That's the best we can tell you. I'm sure they'll keep track of it. So a fun fact is all new players added in spring session need 10 matches within the format they are participating in the World Qualifier. And Tri-Cup and playoff matches count for that, but not summer session matches. So if your player has 9 by the end of Tri-Cup and he's played 3 summer matches, how many matches does he have?
9.
9.
And also, too, I mean, if you wait to the last minute, like, who's to say that your team in playoffs or tri-cups decides that they don't want to come back or forgets that there's a tri-cup. We've had that. We seem to have that every time, and all of a sudden now you don't have a match to play.
How do you forget you have a tri-cup match? They do it. It does happen a lot.
It does happen a lot.
Cricket says hello.
Hi, Cricket.
So the rule reminder of the week is please use common sense when you are working out a situation. So like last week, I had got a phone call, which was a pretty unusual situation that I never even heard of. The 1 and the 9 were next to each other in the pocket. The guy went to shoot at the 1 ball, and before the cue ball got to the 1 ball, the 9 ball fell in the pocket.
Say that again?
So the guy was shooting, the 1 and the 9 were sitting in the pocket, like right next to each other. So the guy was shooting at the
But
1
aren't
ball.
they considered pocketed?
Not if he didn't hit it first. No, they're next to each other in a row. Like your pocket is here, the 9's in the pocket, the 1's in front of it. He's playing the 9 in a combination.
Okay.
And he shot the cue ball to the 1 ball, but before the cue ball got to the 1 ball, the 9 fell in the pocket.
So don't you just put it back?
Yeah, but he was already shooting. So what I did, since I had never heard of this, is I gave the captains 2 options. I said they could either put all the balls back and have the person reshoot, which is pretty much what I think the team manual tells you, or they could spot the 9 and let the player go again. So I gave them 2 choices. But the point of this is sometimes you just have to kind of think a little outside the box. And as long as it makes sense within the spirit of the rule, because the rule is the ball has to go back. So as long as you're within the spirit of the rule, we will go with what you take. Crickets. Speaking of crickets. So that's our rule reminder.
Hi, Lewis.
So just work things out. The rule itself, it is impossible to cover every situation with rules. Common sense must prevail. Play within the spirit of the rules as well as the written rules. Teams that try to gain advantage by creating their own interpretation of the rules subject to sportsmanship violations win at the table, not from the chair. We have had a good share of those, a good number of them over the years. One of them is actually a very successful league operator right now. And that's all I'm going to say about that. You know who I'm talking about.
Anyway, so how was the tournaments this weekend?
I thought they were good. Did you like them?
Yeah, I don't think we had any issues.
No.
Lots of good matches.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was most enjoyable, actually.
So I don't know who Christina Walters, the captain, the one that from Douglasville area.
He wasn't there.
Yeah, she was there on Saturday in Dream Team doubles. She's a 2 and the partner's a 1, and they were the talk of the tournament for quite a while.
Did they get far?
Oh yeah, they won 3 or 4 rounds on the loser's side, and then somebody finally whooped them.
That's good.
But I went over. I said, "Boy," I said, "you guys got farther than you were expecting." She's like, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, you were the talk of the room for a little while."
Yeah, I really didn't hear anything negative yesterday
Hi, Desiree.
at all, which is nice for once. Made up for last weekend. What's the thought of the week?
The thought of the week is.
Okay, so I always hear.
Oh, that's old. So I wonder why that didn't get changed.
I heard through the grapevine that shooter scratched on the 8 and the captain wasn't paying attention, so the other shooter said, "Oh, he scratched on the 8," and the captain said, "Good." What do we think of that?
Oh, so you're talking about negative cheering.
Yeah, you don't say good. Like, why would you say good? That's just like unsportsmanship. It's rude.
Maybe they were friends.
They're not, I don't know.
If they're not friends, then no, you don't say that.
You don't say that. That's not what this league is about.
So if I scratch on the 8 and me and you are playing, you're not going to be like, good?
Well, you know what? This is like, I am never going to win the good sport. So do as I say, not as I do. I was playing Julie at Boosters.
Yeah.
there was a ball going, and I'm like this, like go this way, and Grant called me out on it. Yeah, and I told him I will never get the good sport award.
If you're
but-
trash talking
If
and
you're
you know
tra-
the person, that's fine. But if you don't know the person, we are definitely not. Do not negative cheer.
Yeah, don't negative cheer. And yeah, I don't know, like the younger generation, but even though you're playing pool, like you got to respect your elders. So then there's that. I mean, that's how I was raised. That's what I still do. So, remember that when you're, mouthing off to somebody. Right?
From my experience, people are pretty good, but they do slip up. So it is your response. The thought of the week is, and I forgot to erase the old one, but the new thought of the week is, it's your response to winning and losing that makes you a winner or a loser. And that's that.
That's
Nobody's commenting on anything. It's not very provocative meeting.
No, it's not. To think we ran home for this.
So Ed Shifley passed away. Ed Shifley played for the league a long time. He hasn't played for a couple of years, and I heard that he got killed in a car accident, and it wasn't that great. What are you doing, Alex?
Reading an email from Andy Segura.
We haven't heard from Andy for a while.
No, he has to have fun. Yeah.
I went out to visit him. Well, I was going to visit him, and then I didn't make it. I like Andy a lot. He keeps us on our toes. Not nearly as much as Mike Knutson, but keeps us on our toes.
All right. Well, is that it? I mean, we're not
nobody's commenting.
So we might as well go.
Nobody's got any questions other than when are the stats
Again,
gonna
if you know of anybody that wants to play in the Jack and Jill female, hit me up and I will run it by the other player.
There is spots for the weekend. Hi, Lewis.
Hi, Stephanie.
Nice to see you, Rolando. I'm sorry you weren't at the match the other night, but it was good to talk to you on video phone. I was with your Hellbase and his brother.
Hang on 1 second. I want to ask what skill level.
All right, Alex has a question. Do you know any women looking for a partner? Gina's a 5.
I know that.
What?
I wasn't going to say who it was because I got to run it by him.
Oh, okay.
God, Walter. MYOB.
Your own beer? Not your own beer? That's not. Is that like when you go and somebody grabs your beer, you go, "Yo, that's not your own beer."
You should finish it with what is it? RTFTM. We should end the meeting at.
RTFTM.
Read the fucking team manual.
Oh, where did I see that at?
That's the Beatties. That's how Vicky answers every question.
Oh. I still go back to like when I was in the union and my union rep was a shithead, and I would just be like, I had a question about the contract, and he would just be like, read the contract. The fucking thing is this big, and I'm not a goddamn lawyer, and you know it. Just tell me.
It's 12 pages.
The union contract was not 12
No,
pages.
the team manual. All you got to read is 12 pages.
But they're big words. Some of them are larger than 5 letters.
In the team manual.
I think so. Well, manual is 5 letters.
Oh my God. All right, we're just taking up time here.
I got a question for you. My question I got to ask you Tuesday last week. The way to know what qualifies for what kind of award, like this earns. Oh, she was asking for so she asked if we could put up a. I'm waiting. So Jen Taylor asked if we posted anywhere all the awards we give. I think we just give a lot of awards. That'd be a lot of work. Oh, Mike's going to Vegas in August. Nice.
Who?
Mike.
Oh, did you line up your hooker yet? What kind of awards do we get? MVP, Good Sport, Legacy.
Rackless Night, I beat a 7, I beat a 6.
Oh, like patches and stuff.
Grand Slam, Mini Slam, Butt Slam. No, not that one.
I could probably throw something together and stick it on the page in a photo poster type of thing.
All right. Well, anyway, that's all we got. See you next week. Hopefully, we'll see some music to Jack and Jill.
Okay, he's looking for a 4 or a 5. If anybody knows a 4 or a 5 that wants to play in the Jack and Jill this coming weekend, hit me up.
All right. And Mike will be looking forward to being with you in August. It was good to see you guys. Yes, it was very nice to see you yesterday. Jen said she would love to see that.
What?
What we were talking about earlier.
Okay. I'll put that on my tasks.
Can Annie's thing not wait?
No,
Why is it time sensitive?
it's not.
Mike. All right. So anyway, all right, everybody. See you next week. Have a good day.